And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Black Lou's bobbing his head to the sweet sounds of P.E. That must mean it's The Bonfire.
Only real progress is made is when Black Lou's bobbing his head to Yacht Rock.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Oh, yeah.
His best friend is a black guy.
Black Lou pumping it to some fucking ambrosia.
When I was just downstairs in that fucking conflict, I Want to Know What Love Is was playing. It's the only thing.
It's hard to get into a gripe when Soft Foreigner's playing.
Yeah, and it was at the part where it's like, I want to take a little time
to look around me. Give me my fucking iced coffee.
Now the lady goes, I don't understand why you got to use your hand. And I'm like, well, it's not labeled correctly.
That sweet sound is Dan Soder. I'm Big J. Oakerson. This is The Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. We have a fun show lined up today.
We've got a packed studio.
Sitting in this right now, joining us again, hilarious, Craig Gass is here, everybody.
And family.
And we're rolling family deep. And also sitting here with us is my daughter, 14-year-old Isabella.
You're 14.
You can't tell because she's 6'9". I gave birth to a warrior princess.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Carla did.
Yeah, you're Wonder Woman. You're like legitimately...
She came out holding a shield.
Yeah, she goes, I'm from Asgard.
And she does stand-up, too, now, right?
Yeah.
She did stand up. Does she it? I don't know. Let's ask her. Isabella, I don't feel like you've got the itch. I don't feel you got the itch from your first show to do it again.
Do you want to do it again?
Yeah, but I'm just very busy.
Is it really weird that I almost...
She's not very busy.
I am very busy.
She's like, I'm writing a show. I've got a podcast. I've got a web series.
A lot of irons in the fire.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Two fans just walked in from my mother's hometown.
Ethan and Kelly.
Ethan and Kelly from Fresno, California.
Oh, were you guys big fans of Trish the Dish's acoustic guitar?
Is Trish's legacy of slanging dick in there? Here. There you go. There's still a hole where her puss was.
Jesus. They say there's still a hole. Oh, no, she's my daughter.
It's the raisin capital of the world, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The raisin capital?
Yeah, I knew that.
Wow.
I always used to joke. I was like, Mom, is your high school mascot the Fighting Raisins?
What's the Fresno joke in Karate Kid?
It's not, it's...
Are your parents, no, it's like your parents, you're going to visit your parents in the old country? He's like, no, Fresno.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that's a Miyagi joke.
Yeah.
Miyagi.
Yeah, see, you thought he was all serious, chores and karate.
No.
Nope. He also had a light side to him. Isabella, you do want to do comedy again, but you don't have enough time. Is that because your mom is doing it now also?
Yeah.
And she has a much heavier schedule than you. Also,
she's a lawyer.
Not only does she have a much heavier schedule than you, she has also your schedule.
Yeah,
where she has to drive you around.
She feeds you, picks you up. She's in mitigation. She's lawyering up.
She attends all of your games for me that I can't go to make sure you don't become a stripper. And yet you can't find the time. You can't carve out some time to do some comedy. You did a good job the first time you did it.
Isabella, can you make a promise to break your father's heart and say you're going to do improv?
No. I thought you were going to say you're going to become a stripper.
I don't think that would break your heart as much as improv would.
That'd be a close one.
She goes, Dad, sit down. I want to tell you something. I'm in a group called Friends with a Z. We're an improv group. I want you to come and see us at UCB on Saturday at 2 p.m.
Don't miss it because we start with freeze tag. I know it's usually a closer game, but
we like to flip it up a little bit.
When we talk to Carla later, we can really dig into her butt about taking improv classes because she is way in, and I bet it is the stupidest thing you've ever been involved in.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till you're on the microphone, you improv nerd.
Just seeing Carla sitting in a chair, fake driving a car, talking to a fake person in the back.
When you've watched her just take you to task for real life things.
Oh yeah, and she's
seen that woman.
So, traveler, where you going?
Yeah, you've seen that woman battle with you over your daughter, and then you're like, oh, there's no cookies in the drawer.
Oh, it would make me. Oh, it's so vulnerable. I bet it's the stupidest kind of comedy. I told her I give up on them as a family if she puts Isabella in improv. I won't have it.
See what I mean when I said that stripper would be less than an improv group?
Isabella, let's take you to Rhode Island, get you some underage stripping jobs, just to keep you away from that improv world.
You're going to be the first one to send your daughter overseas in a container from this way to that.
Yeah.
What did you talk about?
I'm going to sell her into sex slavery. I don't want to see her doing any improv.
You're pulling a reverse Taken. You want them to take her. You go, I don't have a lot of money. What I do have is a daughter that's good at Zip Sam Zow.
What did you talk about in your first stand-up set? What did you, and how long did you work on it?
How long was the class?
She did an hour. She goes, white moms is different than black moms.
Well, it's fun. Let me
White
tell you
moms
something.
be like,
My mom give me time out, but black moms be whooping that ass.
I remember Jay and we used to talk about some guy with like some black club that you were working at in Philly where the crowd just turned on you because you were white. And then you get off stage and the guy that comes after you, he didn't have any punchlines. All of his endings were, don't get me started. Do not get me started. And people started going, ah! Woo!
The catchphrase comedy. They love it.
Yeah.
Black crowds love that. A good catchphrase?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Kids need to be whooped these days. Don't get me started. Do
yeah.
not get me started.
Watch Black Lou. Whoop your kid's ass. Whoop your kid's ass.
Lou's punching White Lou.
Don't get me started.
White Lou's
Don't get me started.
White Lou's right arm's all bruised from Black Lou punching him. He goes, this motherfucker go in there. This motherfucker go in there.
These kids today, my mama used to make me go get the switch. I pick out the thing I got. Whoop.
JJ. Oh, God, yeah. So,
Black people don't tip. Don't get me started.
I think we can get Isabella a catchphrase and murdering in black rooms by the end of this show.
Y'all see this stool? Y'all think this stool need to be fucked, huh? Y'all think so? Let me hear y'all. Y'all think this stool need to be fucked? Oh yeah, y'all want to see me fuck this stool?
My recommendation for Isabella's catchphrase is, I'm grown enough.
Look at the white dude in the crowd. Look at the white dude.
So like this corny ass motherfucker like this. What's this little girl doing on stage? Motherfucker, I'm grown enough.
Cause I grew up with the internet.
She goes, so log on, bitches.
You know I was logging in with a McDonald's password. Don't get me started. Do not get me started.
I'm grown enough.
Y'all accepting these terms of agreement? I thought you was. And I looked at the motherfucker. I says, are you sure you want to delete? Okay.
Control, delete it.
Do I agree to privacy? Motherfucker, I know privacy. Don't get me started.
Privacy? Privacy? That's my second cousin. Control, delete it. Yeah, I think we're gonna fucking make millions off you, Isabella.
We'll turn you into the first young white black comic.
You are gonna be a fucking boundary breaker.
Y'all motherfuckers know when you go up into that hair shop where all the business go down.
Isabella's gonna take this advice word for word and go up in a safe space room and like, why is this not working?
You can get a dime bag of fade and a gun. Where I come from, hey! Don't get me started.
But then you just have to make a young kid reference. And you can put that on your Insta story.
Put that on your Insta story.
Anybody here not get the privacy? Let's talk about them motherfuckers.
All right, y'all, man. I'll catch y'all motherfuckers on the cloud. What?
I be floating like an angel. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking, we're gonna be millionaires.
Isabel, you're gonna be the best black comic ever.
Yeah, do you understand?
With all the things I know?
Oh my God, you're gonna be like Joe Jackson and she's gonna be like Michael.
Nothing dirty though.
Nothing dirty.
She doesn't even know what sex is yet. She's 14.
I almost took it real dark when I just found out she was 14 and I was like, oh, that's how old I was when my dad died. And then, like, I don't
You're
wanna,
fine. That's when you got ruined.
Yeah, that's when I got funny. My dad goes, oh, I'm gonna make this kid hilarious. Let me just do a double Bacardi and Coke.
Isabella, every day, thank God your father's not a Jimmy Buffett fan. Or you could suffer that same fate.
I'll tell you right now, if your father had tanned up thighs and some corduroys on, I think he's gonna kiss that sweet dirt soon.
If your dad's neck was covered in melanomas,
oh my God,
trouble's coming.
If he could stir a drink with his fucking index finger while he's giving you life advice.
The other ones? Oh.
that was a Gary move. The one hand glass hold and stir while you're just holding the glass and stirring it with your fucking...
Dad, I like this girl at school. Doesn't sound like nothing a couple of shots Jack can have.
No, he'd push the ice down and he'd go, yeah, hold on real quick, bud. And then sip it out of his mustache.
Choke up on the bat.
What happened?
What happened? He goes, wait, let me take it in now. What?
He goes, now that I got that sweet, sweet Bacardi in my blood, What's happening? Oh, your mom's got a new boyfriend? Who cares, bud? You're with me for the week.
Hang on a second, bud. Hey, hang on a second, pal. I'm gonna hit the garage real quick, and until I blow a .2, I'll be back.
He goes, how old are you? 14? You driving now? I think we need a ride home.
I hate to ask, but how did your dad pass away? Cirrhosis of the liver? Wow. He went hard.
He went out like a G, 48 years old.
He went like a J, Jimmy Buffett fan.
He went with like a real parrot head.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was a parrot head?
Oh, yeah. Dad loved Jimmy Buffett. And
they
loved booze.
they buried him with a tiny guitar and purple shorts.
And a cheeseburger. We go, take this for paradise.
You're going to need this when you get to paradise.
And just in case, here's a margarita in case you go to Margaritaville. That's hell.
That's hell. Either way, cool off. In fact, I would just pour the drink on your neck if you get down there.
Isabella's gonna transition easy if you die, man. She's like getting a fucking education.
Oh, she's fine. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fine. She'll be able to do whatever she wants then.
But do you like comedy? Did you like doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was a little bit nervous when I went up, even though I tried to convince Dad I wasn't nervous.
Yeah,
when I went up, because then he came over 8 times to me before I went on stage.
The MC?
No, me.
Oh, you did?
Why would you do it?
You were there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, by the way, great set. I saw the set.
Thank you.
Great. Very funny.
Well, who's docile all of a sudden?
It's bad. Well, she's like you. She's not good at taking compliments. Anytime you compliment Jay, he goes, yeah, whatever, you're a fag. And I'm like, Jay, you're literally one of the funniest human beings I've ever met.
You want a mouth kiss or what?
Yeah, whatever, dude. Why don't you go blow yourself in the bathroom, you weirdo? I'm all right, I'm just saying, good job.
So what did you talk about when you got on stage?
I talked about Mom, Dad.
I love that. Yeah. By the way, I love that you just said Mom, Dad. You're like, you're like, I talked about Dad. You're like, who's Dad?
Yeah.
Your dad. My dad. You talked about Gary? All right, that's it. Clear the room. I got to have a word with the
Yeah, she shit on me. She cursed, which didn't see that coming at all.
I mean,
really? What was the curse?
I could have told you that was coming just from meeting her mother, let alone you.
Garbage mouth Camiso over there.
Old trash compactor mouth Carla.
I mean, Isabella's first 5 or 6 years was constantly hammered into her though. After some kind of a weird flare up publicly or against some kind of road rage or something, the turning around to her and being like, "Don't be like your father." Like she got that a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I know from me saying that.
But you were self-conscious enough after a blow up to turn around and say,
"Yeah," but I'm like, I have to make this Hispanic guy I'm arguing with feel as bad as possible, and then I'd say terribly racist things and very aggressive, and then I go to Isabel like, "I'm just trying to get that guy mad. Don't be like your father." Because because if you get punched, it's going to be worse.
Yeah, and there it is.
I've only seen Jay's temper once.
It's pretty impressive because it's buried deep down.
He's always been the silly guy.
Yeah,
one of my favorite memories of Jay is being stuck in traffic in Harlem. And we weren't going anywhere through 3 red lights, and then somebody was walking down the street, and for some reason, Jay rolled down the window, and he goes, "Sir, have you seen my puppy?" And I go, "What? What? No, where's your puppy?" He goes, "I have a little puppy. I'm missing my puppy." It was the most random,
just trying to kill time. I do absolutely remember that.
Yeah.
I absolutely remember that.
Did the guy freak out for you?
No, but it was just I was just trying to kill any kind of time.
And he was doing it across, I think I was driving, and he did it across the car through my window.
He was probably trying to make Craig awkward.
Yeah, because I hate that. When people scream out of the car and I'm driving, I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Shut the fuck up. I would have been like,
when I was
driving fucking Harlem, stop it.
I was driving for a while on a suspended license years ago.
Bad boy.
And Jimmy Martinez took a ride with me one time just from the Boston Comedy Club to the comic strip, and I was like, I'm definitely going to jail. He just like this. I'm like, Jimmy, can you actually do me a favor and not yell out the car window or anything? I just know
he was like angry yelling.
No.
He's Jimmy yelling.
He was Jimmy, it's like,
yo, what's up, motherfucker?
Yeah. He's like shitting on guys and talking to girls.
Bitch ass. And then they get out of the car and you're like, you're a mountain of a man.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things where he would just do that and you're like, Jimmy, please. I don't want to get pulled over.
That's why I love seeing Jimmy out in public, because when I see him, you get that hello that you don't get from him. He's like, what's up, motherfucker? And you're like, oh, hi.
You feel like he's been in jail for years in between our friendship. So it's like, that's someone like I know is just living a very different life than me.
Yeah.
He does give very protective hugs, though.
It doesn't
it makes you feel like my body.
I'm like, I'm safe.
Yeah.
I feel like a little wet squirrel.
Yeah. I feel like it's somewhere between safety and I can't leave now. Safety and safety and you're not going anywhere.
Do I hold on to your pocket now? When he hugs you, and you
run your pocket, son.
There I go. Yes, sir. How many cigarettes am I worth? Am I worth a whole pack?
He's going to trade you on the market. Isabel, I thought we could have his time because with my very, very hectic schedule, as you know, somehow I find a way to eke comedy into it. But,
I love that that's what you're going to hold over your daughter.
I worry that my parenting time is limited. So while I have you here, I was going to do some on-air parenting.
Yeah.
Boy situation. Go. Anything?
No.
No one you like.
Do you have a crush on anyone?
No.
Girl situation? Probably a couple hot chicks in your class. Anything there?
Any feelings there? What's going on?
Anything confusing feelings maybe? You're nervous to talk to us about, but I promise you will be okay with it?
No.
Any teachers your Uncle Dan might have to threaten?
Mr. Dillon.
Got it.
Why do we hate him?
Mr. D.
That was quick.
Because
Did he expose himself to you? Should we end his career right now?
Yeah, what do you want me to do? You want the knees or the throat out? What do you want?
What do you want? You want him crippled or dead?
Yeah, let me show you my price sheet. I go like this. I can break his hands, but that'll run you a good $500. What's Mr. Dillon?
he failed me last quarter.
That son of a bitch.
Don't get me started.
Oh,
Don't get me started.
These teachers, boy! You don't do homework 17 days in a row. These motherfuckers fail you.
They got memories.
Dan just did the Running Man.
Oh, yeah.
He just did the Running Man. Like,
This motherfucker. Teachers, motherfucker.
You know what I'm talking about.
What did you fail in?
Global.
What does that
mean?
Social
Most
studies.
Okay, social studies.
How do you fail social studies? You gotta be almost retarded.
Well,
No, because he doesn't actually teach you anything, and then he gives you a 40-question test.
Okay.
And then we have a project every quarter that's worth 15% of your grade. And I was absent one day, the day it was due, and then I had a half day the next day, so we missed his class. Then the bishop came that Monday, so we missed his class again. And then on Tuesday, I tried to hand him the project, and he said, no, he's giving me a 0.
Because
I wasn't there.
Are you gonna pull a school ties where you go to class in the middle of the night and kill yourself while you're reading something in French? Remember that kid? He couldn't take the pressure of having to do good in school.
Yeah.
And he went to go kill himself in the classroom.
Yeah, I don't think I'd recommend that to your own daughter.
You're gonna pull a red.
No, I'm not recommending it. I'm saying, should I be on the lookout for something like that? It seems like you're taking it pretty much in stride. Get off your goddamn phone. You're on the radio.
Now that's some real parenting. Now I feel like we're in the thick of it. Number one, have you ever seen School Ties?
No.
Okay, good. It's good. Well, I just want to make sure these ideas aren't floating
No,
around.
I worry she'll go the other way. Anytime I point out her, that she has Jewish in her, but she's I think upsets her for some reason.
Are you upset that you're a quarter Jew?
No, it was, okay. So, Nona used to tell me that I'm not supposed to be Jewish because I'm Catholic.
Look who's scrambling now trying to get in the show business. Don't want to upset the Jews.
She goes, first off, I just want to say I've been watching Mel Brooks since I was a little girl.
I love bagels.
I love Locke.
Seinfeld's a genius.
I've got issues with my mother. She's too suppressive. All the time. My father, he works in radio. You wouldn't know him. I'm like, Isabella, why are you talking like that?
My father's an entertainer. My mother's a lawyer.
What are you saying? I was built for this.
We go to the Poconos in the summer.
Oh, I've got family in Philadelphia. Old family.
Sometimes we go eat at the club.
Yeah. So every time you get your Nona says you can't be.
No, because I got baptized in the Catholic Church and communion and confirmation.
First of all, can you not be so third world Hispanic? On radio, we'll call your grandmother. You're confusing everybody with Nona. It's not some old lady with baggy arms stirring over a pot of sauce. Nona, he's the salam. He's a hanging from the roof.
My little bambino, he's come to see a Nona.
No, this is an angry Colombian woman. More likely to have a razor blade under her tongue and a teardrop tattoo than she would have,
Yeah. She goes, you stupid, Isabella. That's your stupid problem.
Don't forget amistad.
Don't you come looking sideways at your abuela, you little...
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I know I'm only 37 and I'm your abuela, but that means something to me. That's the role that was given to me, and I'm gonna take it.
Yo, who's that kid Fernando on your soccer team? He's cool.
Ask your soccer coach if he's doing nothing later.
What time you need me to stab Mr. D?
Yeah. Oh, Mr. D giving you problems. I'm gonna give Mr. D problems.
I'm gonna cut him.
Yo, pass this message on to your teacher. Say he owes me lots of money for the yayo. He'll know what it means. He'll know what it means.
She goes, your kids, your classmates got itchy nostrils, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Are you moving? moving blow through my school?
You having your friends over for a pool party? Should I get my eyebrows tattooed or what?
Yeah. I don't want to put my eyebrows on Saturdays, so keep it moving. So your abuela doesn't
Isabella
believe...
just keeps looking back and forth at you guys like, when the fuck are you guys going to get back to the conversation?
Yeah, she's much like all of our fans.
Yeah. We treat her like a caller.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name? Dean? Dean, what a shitty name. Dean, keep it in, Dean.
Dean Martin.
And then 5 minutes later, we're like, Dean, your question? And then we lose a fan. He's always like, fuck you guys.
This fucking suck. Dean was my grandfather's name. He died in the First Great War.
So no boy stuff.
No.
No girl stuff.
No.
But keep your mind open is all I'm saying.
Any beef with friends?
There was.
Okay, but now it's like, it's over now? Y'all are cool?
Not really.
Oh, so it's like, you know what? You're learning how to live with a fractured relationship, and that's very important.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta learn how to live with people hating you.
All I'm saying is a girl could be your lover and your friend.
But, so, Mr. Dillon fails you because of the project. Mm-hmm. So you want us to break his knees.
Yes.
It's very easy. All right, next problem. I mean, I think I'm pretty much got this parenting thing.
I'll be honest with you, Isabel, maybe you start stage a revolt. You ever see the movie Lean on Me? Or something like that, where you just turn this like there was no way or 187 perhaps?
That's a very fun movie. Or The Substitute with Tom Berenger, but that's more like where the teacher actually takes back the day. So
that was the day. Isabella, have you thought about the idea of sneaking out of the house when mom's asleep and going and killing your teacher's dog in the middle of the night?
That's good too.
Send a message.
Also, we're just spitballing here. Pillowcase full of soap bars.
Oh, you just work him over with a soap party. But did he fail anybody else? You're gonna need a couple friends for that.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to hold him down with the sheet.
He's failed so many people in our class that he said that if you failed all 3 quarters, if you passed the last quarter and the final, he'll pass you.
See? So you go. So 1 quarter down. You got the
You're
3.
not the only student.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of people are failing.
So you're saying the soap party is a real possibility?
I'll pick up some pillowcases at the Triple B.
Yeah. They gotta be firm. I mean, like double stitch. Because
Yeah.
you don't want the soap coming out of the back. Then you're just slapping them with a pillowcase, and that doesn't send a message at all.
Might as well be kissing him on the cheek.
Yeah. And then you're gonna be at it. He's gonna be awake, and you're not gonna have time to kill the dog.
Isabella?
Brian Murphy tweeting at us that Isabella's catchphrase should be, "My dad do this too."
Oh! That should be. I saw Brian last night. That should be. My dad do this too.
She go,
I was born into this.
was that funny? Oh, that's cool, because my dad do this too. What a great catchphrase. All right, so I think, as far as parenting goes, we've agreed to soap party your teacher. Mm-hmm. She's no feelings toward
keeping your eyes open to lesbianism.
Yeah.
At least your thoughts.
That's all called acceptance.
Yeah. It's part of that. It's tolerance.
Women are nicer.
Mm-hmm. They are.
They are waiting, and they're so not gross.
Yep.
And I so won't be upset when you bring them around.
Not at all.
And I'll be totally cool with it.
How excited are you for your summer vacation?
Very.
When does it start?
June. I get out June 8th, and then the next week is finals, and then I'm out.
Okay.
And we're going to send you away to a work camp.
To learn how to be a lesbian.
You guys are doing the opposite of pray the gay away. We're inviting gay in.
We're sending you to Alaska to work at a fish cannery.
Hey, shut your goddamn mouth.
What I'm saying. I know, and look how masculine you are now.
What's up, bro? I can fix a PVC pipe 5 feet in the ground. You want to go?
Oh, that'd be great if Isabel came back with hair like mine and just like wearing sweats all the time.
She goes, "Hey, Dad, 2 things. Number 1, love the smell of fish. Number 2,
I've
my
really
hands
come
are
to appreciate a good cigar."
Yeah.
I'm friends with Paula Poundstone now.
Also, my hands are calloused like the heel of a Haitian man's foot.
Oh, and now also when I see On DeGeneres, I think, boy, would I tune her up.
And then my third thoughts, I probably could play for the Sparks.
Got a trucking job.
I want to live in Kansas City. What are you going to do this
I only
summer?
drink Moscow mules.
I'll tell you this, I don't mind eating unheated hot dogs.
It's just bologna, really.
Yeah, it's just bologna in a tube.
If you get the texture out of your mind, it's just getting in the right headspace for it. You can nosh on a raw dog.
Do you have plans? Because you're 14, do you think your mom's going to make you get a job?
No.
I was thinking about it the other day.
That's when I got a job.
When did you get a job? 14?
I got a job at 14.
Why don't you get a job?
My first job was at 13. working at a bagel store. That's a quarter of you.
Show business.
Chewy.
Here's what sucks.
It was a kosher bakery, and I didn't know, and I brought Burger King in on my first day, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like,
Really? They give you a hard time for that?
about to eat a Whopper with cheese, and they're like, you have to leave right now. Don't open that bag. It's not kosher.
Yeah, dude, Carla put, in their first day at Cardozo Law School, which is Jewish. It's a
Cardozo Law School is a
Cardozo
Jewish law school?
Yeah.
What a curveball.
And she goes in there the first day, throws a nice Hispanic ham and cheese right in their beautiful Jewish microwave, and they come in outbreak suits and throw the microwave out.
Carla was the monkey in Outbreak?
Yeah. Patient zero.
Carla goes, why? Y'all stupid.
Yo, why come there ain't no foreskins in this motherfucker?
So would you be upset if you had to get a job?
No. I was gonna get a job at Ralph's, but then Mom, planned 8 million vacations, so, I wouldn't be able
At
to
where?
work.
Cool.
What?
All right.
At Ralph's what?
Italian Ices.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be a good job. Maybe.
Why can't she do that?
No, because I told Mom that I was gonna get a job at Ralph's, and then she said that was fine, but then she wants to go to Germany for 3 weeks. We're gonna go to Colombia for 3 weeks.
Germany.
What a world traveler.
I don't think any of those things are happening. Your mom was confused by it.
You told me.
What your mom does, wait, I'm gonna say, she'll get a chance on the mic later. What your mom does when I said, yeah, why don't you get a job this summer? Your mom rolled her eyes like there's no chance you would ever be willing to do that. Your mom thinks very little of you. Me? I think you can be the king of the world if you want to.
You're the queen of the world.
Be the
You can be the
greatest
queen of the
lesbian
world.
all
No,
time.
you can be the king of the world. And then have your queen by your side.
She goes, hey, what's up, everybody? This is Denise.
Yeah.
She's my queen.
She better be a lipstick one, too. I don't want to have no Dykos sitting at my table during Thanksgiving. I'm not going to watch my mouth is all I'm saying.
She goes, you know what, Jay, Mr. O, I want to be respectful right now, but the way you're talking to Isabella really makes me want to take you outside and just beat you up right now.
Hey, Bernice, this is a family issue. Can you do me a favor?
Well,
Can you give us a second? This is a family issue.
I was respectful and I took my Doc Martens on when I came in your house.
Oh. Then she just walks by me really close and breathes in my nose and walks out the house.
She goes, you ain't gonna do shit.
Oh!
You ain't gonna do shit.
You ain't gonna do nothing, pretty boy. Oh!
Just a gust in your face. You go,
Whoa!
whoa.
That's personal. Oh shit, we should take our first break.
Also,
I think I did some great parenting there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
I would have been so late if I would have seen Mike's.
He just get off?
No, he hasn't even gone on yet.
Really?
The second guest is still up on
Oh
the
my
Tonight
god,
Show.
you think he's starting a sweat spot through that gray suit?
Dude, let me tell you right now, that back of that suit's gonna get ripped through like a wet paper towel.
Oh yeah.
It's
No
like-
shit, he's gonna Hulk right out of it.
It's gonna be like, oh, it's hurt us to be here. Yeah, set your DVRs right now if you're listening and you're at home. Set your DVRs for the Tonight Show. Mike Vecchione at Mike V gonna be on the Tonight Show tonight. In studio, Craig Gass, fucking hilarious. I've known him since back in the Tucson days. He's gonna be at the Comedy Connection, one of the best clubs in the country, Friday, June 2nd and Saturday, June 3rd. For tickets and all other tour dates, go to getgass.com. And then, of course...
Well, no, Isabel Oakerson, let's give the plug, is going to be roadieing at Lilith Fair in 3 years. If anybody sees her, give her a high five.
Yeah. But not before Etheridge.
Fist bump.
She's going to be too focused.
Yeah, of course, Isabel Oakerson. Come to my window.
And then Campers... Big J. Oakerson going to be at the Seneca Casino, Niagara Falls, next week with Nick DiPaolo. Thursday, June 1st, and then Hollywood, California.
Hollywood.
At the Hollywood Improv, June 6th. That's a Tuesday. Go get your tickets at bigjcomedy.com. Do it right now.
And of course, Dan. Dan Soder is going to be at the Laugh It Up Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie, New York for one night only. And that one night is Saturday, May 27th. Justin Still will be joining him there, so hang out, catch a bird with him. After that, he'll be at the Tacoma Comedy Club in Washington State. That's Thursday, June 8th through Saturday, June 10th.
Tacoma Comedy Club's a great club.
I've never done it.
That is a great club.
Hang on, I've never yelled at Christine in this tone of voice. I don't think he's going to be there from Thrust Day, June 8th.
I like Calm yelling at Christine. Can you do that from now on?
Yeah. Hey, Christine, do me a favor. Can you get your head out of your own enormous twat for 5 seconds and listen to what I'm saying? He's going to be at Tacoma Comedy Club, Washington State, Thursday, June 8th through Saturday, June 10th. Get all your tickets at the brand new dansoder.com. And we all know you got to get those tickets fast because I know they're going to sell out because... We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
This is Sebastian Maniscalco, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. It's the next episode, everybody. It's The Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder, hanging out. The hilarious Craig Gass. Craig Gass, of course, is doing Providence? Yeah, there we go. Great club. Hey, Christine. If you can do me a favor and not be so stupid that when I say Craig Gass, know that I probably need to see his thing.
I thought a second there you're going to go into the Mark.
I scrolled down the minute you said Craig Gass. Thank you very much.
Do the Mark Wahlberg.
But I needed it the second.
I thought you were going to go, Christine, what are you doing? All these cars are turning into robots.
You're taking such a fucking long time to do this, and there's fucking robot cars outside.
Christine, what are you doing? Don't you understand?
Is that Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, we were doing a shitty Mark Wahlberg.
He's always telling you that there's robot cars outside.
Are you serious? You better watch out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you even got word about this, because I don't know how many people told you from outside, but right now, as we speak, fucking robot cars.
The only time I've ever been nervous when I tried out for the Eagles and I made it when I was a bartender was because of those robot cars.
Christine, I don't want to get mad at you, but if you keep this up, I'm going to have to do something with me and my robot car.
Look, it's not that I say you have to worry about what I do. It's what my fucking robot car's going to do.
Listen, now I'm going to tell you. Hold on, let me try. Now I'm going to be nice.
Christine, listen, I don't want to start a whole thing, so I'm going to be nice. And I'm going to let you... So I'm going to be nice. And I'm going to let you get a fucking 5-minute head start on my robot car.
My girlfriend and I tried watching Boogie Nights. And,
couldn't do it.
She was laughing because of the when I was doing the Winnie the Pooh stuff. And she goes, you really fucked up John C. Reilly in this movie for me.
You doing John C. Reilly?
No, I was doing Winnie the Pooh as John C. Reilly.
We were doing Mark Wahlberg and Winnie the Pooh doing the John C. Reilly
Boogie
Mark
Nights.
Wahlberg scenes.
So I go, have you ever seen Star Wars? People tell me I look a lot like Han Solo.
Do the gym.
He goes, do you work out at Vince's? Never mind, I would have seen you there. Todd Parker.
Someone asked Todd Parker.
I thought you danced at party. No, you don't dance on Party Boys. I could fuck on my own time. Yeah, we were doing it last episode.
Someone requested on thing that we have Mark Wahlberg warning Macho Man Savage that there's robot cars outside.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's fucking, if that's not going to be in Chicago Dicks, I don't know what is.
Oh, Jesus. Robot cars?
Robot cars.
I can already tell you right now, spoiler alert, it's going to be the killer, is robot cars. Craig Gass is going to be at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island next weekend, Friday, June 2nd through Saturday, June 3rd. For tickets and all other tour dates, go to getgas.com. Make sure you check Craig out when he comes to your town. Fucking hilarious.
Let's get gas with 2 S's. You better get 2 S's in there. If you only put in 1 S, you're going to end up with my robot car.
This actually might be Craig Gass, massive Seattle Seahawk fan, and this actually, as a 49er fan, I could say, I think this might be the year we split with you guys finally.
With Colin Kaepernick coming to the training facility today. Did you hear about that?
He's going to sign with them.
Yeah, you think so?
Jim Harbaugh with the Seahawks. They're saying that Carroll met with him. A lot of guys stood up for Kaepernick in the Seahawks. And they said that he'd fit in great, and Pete Carroll, I think, met with him today.
Yeah, see, I view it as if you sign Kaepernick, you hate whites. Is that a weird way to look at it?
Seattle's pretty progressive, so I don't think so.
I feel like you don't like whites if you do that.
They go, we hate whites, but we love when people live under our highways.
If he had a great season, it would look a lot better on him if he had a great season and took that stand.
Yeah.
Well, so my whole theory...
Soder would have got a mulatto lives matter.
Nobody would have cared. He could have fucking killed people.
I would have half-breeds matter. There was a...
It's like Jay had that...
Mongrels rule.
Jay had that joke about the Eagles, about, what's his name?
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. I would look the other way if Michael Vick.
So here's my whole theory about that. When all that shit happened, as a 49er fan, I was like, it was kind of weird because they had already moved Blaine Gabbert to the starting position, and I was like, is Colin Kaepernick just doing this to stay relevant? But then he actually, he backed it up and stuck with it. But at first I was like, why is he doing this? Does he just not want to be forgotten about?
Isabella, your thoughts?
You still could put the argument that that's why he did it, though. You can still put up that argument.
But now he's fucked in free agency.
Yeah.
Besides the Seahawks signing him.
Who do you think should pick him up, Isabella?
What do you got?
I like the Eagles because you make me like the Eagles.
Welcome back to Jay and the Girl. Philadelphia's top sports talk. It's Jay. He bullies his daughter and they're liking the same teams. There's really no argument.
Who's your basketball team?
The Sixers.
Yeah. And if we cared about hockey, who will we like?
Whatever team is for Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You better watch out. You know what that is? That's mind control. You better watch out for mind control. That's the way of the future, buddy.
Yeah,
mind control is only 2 steps away from fucking Robocop.
Yes.
You go, hey, now I'm pretty sure she likes all the teams from Philly. You know, it's her second home.
Isabella, get some water from the hose.
Oh, you gonna go outside and drink water out the hose?
I've tried to figure out that Philadelphia accent.
It's hard.
It's hard.
I think the key word is Wachovia. For some reason, I think Wachovia.
Well, for me, it's water. It's water and it's home.
Water.
Home.
Water.
House. Eagles. Anything with a bagel.
Get a bagel.
You gotta learn how to bend the vowels.
Wachovia.
Yeah, but if you're like,
Wachovia.
so this is the sentence we learned the other, last week on the show.
It'd be faster than that though. It'd be like Wachovia.
Wachovia. So what you gotta do is, the best sentence to learn how to do a Philly accent is just go, can I drink water out the hose? That's it.
Is that accurate?
Or, Ron Bennington always does, you wanna get a Coke and a hoagie and go on the houseboat?
House? Yeah. Houseboat.
Get a Coke and a hoagie on the houseboat?
Christine Nangle, a terrific comedy writer, does Philly Girl on Race Wars.
Yeah. She's phenomenal.
She's fucking so funny.
But it really is like, it's a tough accent to lock down. Jimmy Fallon, who's a great impressionist.
Can't do it.
It fell apart on Saturday Night Live, and Tina Fey had to carry it.
Yeah, and you know, it's very close to a Baltimore accent. It's like in that same fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Well, it makes sense. I mean,
I actually heard an accent in Denver this weekend, a guy working on the staff there, and I was talking to him, and I was like, where are you? And Christine kind of pointed out, and I go, wait, where are you from, dude? He goes, Baltimore. I was like, oh, yeah.
You're Baltimore?
Yeah, Baltimore?
From Baltimore, Maryland?
You get on the Wawa and get a hoag?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no accent in Denver. Denver is, it's like, hello, we're from the mountains.
Yeah.
Denver, Arizona.
Yeah, all that Nebraska, Kansas.
No accent.
Mm-hmm.
No culture.
But Philly's accent is like, it's such like a grossed out version also of...
Oh, we have it right here. Here's Tina Fey and Jimmy Fallon.
Tina Fey kills it. She's from Philly though.
Yeah, she's from the Philly area.
Hi, Colin.
Jace.
Hi there. We brought you some hoagies. Oh my God! Thank you so much. Thank you. So, ladies, how does it feel to be the most sought-after voters in the country right now?
I think it's fun.
And have you decided who you're going to vote for?
Colin, I'm torn from a scooter accident, but I don't know who I'm going to vote for.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. I think they're both bad.
It falls apart bad.
Trump.
I don't love Trump.
Yeah, well, stop acting like you do. Everyone thinks you love Trump. You're always like, oh, his hair is real, you know.
He's going to break to get out of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's his thing.
He does the cutesy thing?
Yeah.
I said it one time. Get off my bra strap, cool police. I don't like Trump. I don't like that he called Alicia Machado fat.
I know, right? It's like, does this guy have mirrors in his house? He looks like someone opened a quesadilla to pick the chicken out.
It's almost like, I think Tina Fey had to teach herself how to speak normally, and then she can just, like, without an accent, and then goes back.
But it's those quickness of the words, too.
Yeah, like, she's like, house. Yeah, you're gonna go in the house. It's a pretty gross accent when you get away from it.
You're saying quickness, but I'm hearing something getting drawn out. House. Like, I hear it being drawn.
And that's not a phrase.
House.
Yeah. Here's my problem. Hillary's husband cheated on her, and I don't like the way she handled it.
Handled.
But even the way, like, when I hear Nangle do it, it's perfect. Like, that's like, you're like, oh, you definitely grew up in Philly if you're fucking that hard.
Been banging your husband for 12 years. At the very least, you got to cut off her ponytail.
Yeah, and they don't get it. I'm telling you, when I go back, I will. Christine's pointed this out too, that if I do the accent jokingly to my family, they don't get that I'm joking. They just answer the question. I'm like, what do you guys, when you go to Wawa and get some hoagies, some Cokes? And they're like, We can stop at Wawa if you want. I'm like, no, I'm doing... Forget it.
I never heard that accent from Jay. I only heard it, the first time I ever really noticed
I had it when I met you.
As a distinguishable accent was on Kenneth Keith Callenbach. Like, he just had this accent, and I was like, what the hell was that accent? And I realized that...
no wacko.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest clips ever.
Just got inside info. Mike Vecchione got called over to the couch.
Wow.
Yeah,
buddy. That's so awesome.
For you, Vecchione.
My girlfriend just texted me fucking killed, so...
Wow.
She's there?
Go. Yeah. She stayed and watched.
Nice.
So now she's going to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Old West rules.
Yeah, I'm going to come back and it's like when a war, when someone dies in war and they raise his family. I'm going to come home and Hannah's going to be like, I got to go to Mike's bedroom. I'm like, what the fuck? She goes, I don't know. Why don't you get on Colbert or something?
Let's talk to Jane in New Hampshire. Says she grew up in Pittsburgh. Pretty gross accent.
Oh, they have a gross accent.
But I don't know it.
Yeah.
I've never noticed it.
Jane, you there?
I'm here.
Hey, you're on the bonfire. Oh, that is gross. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, Jane.
Oh, come on. I got rid of it. But I grew up listening to people say, I'm going downtown, I'm going at.
So they...
I know Yinzer's a big thing in Pittsburgh.
Yinzer's, you're going to go in. So they did a great sketch on Kroll Show where they did like, Pennsylvania Pawn Wars, and they had Pittsburgh versus Philly. And they were both, John Daly was nailing the Pittsburgh.
They just nailed it. Yeah, the Pittsburgh is, and now you moved to New Hampshire?
Yeah, but when I was still in Pittsburgh in the 70s, I would listen to Johnny Carson to get rid of my Pittsburgh accent because I hated it.
So you hated it so much?
He was a Nebraska guy.
You want to talk like Johnny Carson?
It's crazy if she started talking like Carson. Yeah. She's like, well, I've got a good...
So,
meet your
Yinzers.
Yeah, we've got a great dinner cooked tonight.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Pimanti Brothers and get a French fry corned beef sandwich.
Yeah, Pittsburgh... I mean, Boston's the classic ugly accent, but...
Yeah, now.
What's that?
My neighbors. I live near there now, so...
Oh, yeah, you gotta fucking hear that all the time up in New Hampshire.
Well, how far away is Boston? How far away is Boston from you, Jane?
50 miles, 40 miles.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. You're only about an hour fucking drive away from some robot cars.
You better look out. Jane also, I like Jane's answering questions like she's smoking a cigarette half inside, half outside. And every time I ask her, she goes, what's up? She goes, hold on.
What part of Pittsburgh? Who are you talking to? Me?
She goes, I don't know. He'll tell you. Wait, what?
Gee, if you're going to talk to us, you're going to turn on your radio and put your smoke out right now.
You gotta do that. You're either inside or you're out. You gotta shut the door. We don't pay to heat the whole neighborhood.
The Boston is the classic gross.
Oh yeah, it's fucking had. Especially on a girl. Oh. When I was doing the Guinness tour.
Just some beat-faced,
dude, this is the best. When I was hosting for the Guinness shows, I wasn't allowed to talk back to the crowd because it was like a Guinness. I was like, do you guys want some more Guinness? It was that kind of corny shit.
Okay.
So we did it in Boston because it was
wait, what was the reasoning behind why you can't talk to the crowd?
Because I was hosting shows for Guinness.
Okay.
But there were promotional shows.
Okay.
So I wasn't doing comedy. I was doing promotional shit for Guinness. But they had a comedian host, so it was, they wanted like an energetic person or whatever.
Duff man.
Yeah, it was basically Duff Man. Duff Man, can't breathe. But the shows in Boston, during the show, there was a girl in fucking sweatpants and a t-shirt, and she was sitting Indian style in the front of the thing, and she kept going, "You fucking cocksucker. You're a fucking cocksucker." Just saying that to me as I'm like, what? Now the good thing about Guinness is, it only has 1115 calories, and she goes,
"Does it, you fucking fruit?"
She goes like this, "Fuck you. You're a fucking cocksucker." Just sitting right there, and I was like, "Are you guys ready for more beer?" And she goes, "Go fuck yourself." And it's just like the most towny fucking bitch in the world. Oh, you have Pawn Wars.
Now wait, before we do this, I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
I brought Carla over here now.
Hey, Mama Cat's in.
Because, and this is, she'll back this up. Nothing gets Carla soggy in the drawers more than a fucking Boston accent. She really loves it.
I love it. I really do. I don't know. Probably because my name is Carla. I like the way you say it.
Carla. Hey, fucking look at Carla over there.
When we...
Carla, you want to fucking...
Funniest way to hear the F word. Fuck. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Suck my cock.
Yeah,
fucking look at Carla over there. Looking fucking hot as shit.
Blow me in my fucking yard.
Fuck this. My brother Todd's gonna leave. You want to fucking suck me off in my truck?
It's good. there's like a Mark Wahlberg, Donnie Wahlberg thing going on.
Not.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
There's not. Nothing the lummoxes you liked.
The lummox. Fucking what the hell?
Yeah, I'm that lummox. Listen, when she started dating me, she was also dating a me from Boston, and she had to make a choice.
Philly or Boston?
And that choice
you.
that you chose Cardozo Kosher Law School.
I told you.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. You were dating somebody in Boston.
He goes like this: "Fuck you, Carla. Does he do fucking crowd work? If I find out this fucking cocksucker's wearing fingerless gloves, I'm gonna burn your fucking house down."
You told me you were fucking material whore.
Yeah, I thought you liked a nice fucking premise, set up punch. Fucking turns out you like fucking crowd work.
Hey, I'll do him. Hey, you have a fucking black guy? Yeah, really brilliant stuff.
Yeah, no, Carla, fucking you made the right choice. Wait, hold on, let me do an impression. Where you from? Fucking something funny. Fuck you.
Hey, Carla. I just got Carson. How do you like them fucking apples?
Fucking slaps it on. I'm gonna be fucking taping tomorrow. And then meanwhile, Jay goes, "Hey, you just want to get him?" It's called Pennsylvania on Kroll Show, and they nail it.
Owner and operator of South Philly Merce Pawn Shop on South Street. Here in Philly, I got all the business and women I can handle.
He's looking for something Stillers, Pirates, Penguins.
Wow.
Got all
perfect.
that.
That's the Pittsburgh one.
Oh, that's good as hell.
Welcome. What's Pennsylvania?
Oh, fuck it. It was a great sketch.
Dude, me and Kroll would, I would just do that back and forth on Oddball constantly.
Anyway. Oh, yeah, I gotta get them long.
Is he from the Philly area?
No.
He used to.
Murph. No, isn't his family like Black Ops or something?
Yeah, I think his dad owns like a security firm.
Really?
Yeah.
Turn us up.
Ever.
I got a pawn shop to run here, Don.
Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Listen, Jagoff. I got a whole treasure trove of Philly magazines, okay? One of them's got a picture of Darren Dalton
in a tux eating a hot dog.
That one where he got that mustard on his face?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that would move here for sure.
So, you know who else does a great Pittsburgh accents? Tom Hardy in Warrior. He like fucking nails it. Him and Joel Edgerton.
I didn't get the Pittsburgh. I thought they were from Philly.
I think it's Pittsburgh.
No, I know it's Pittsburgh in the movie, but I thought I think you're right. It's Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but like Tom Hardy does an impressive one where you're like, holy, actors nail it. You know?
I'm actually getting like so frustrated watching how many actors now you find out are from another country. Which is like that Tom Holland kid that's playing the new Spider-Man. I mean, like super British accent.
And does a great Queen's accent.
Idris Elba, super British. These guys really, how can they pull it? They pull it off really good. It lets you know how bad Christian Bale was at pulling off the American accent. Yeah. He always has to do some like over the top thing with it.
Yeah.
And I love him.
Gary Oldman would always play characters when he had like an English accent and or an American accent, and you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
You didn't know that.
Fucking but I mean, like, to really lose, I mean, it's like Tom Hardy's like one of those, like, he's almost like, he's one of those, like,
when you see him in this and he's like, he's got a good Pittsburgh accent, and then they're like, you know Tom Hardy's British? And he's like, I came out the pipes.
Yeah.
Mister, want me to sweep a little bit. By the way,
I always feel like when you see an American actor doing a British accent, you just see through it.
Well, here's the thing: is Damian Lewis on Billions, he's British and he doesn't come out of the accent the entire time we're filming for 6 months.
Oh, really? Yeah, I had a conversation with him. I didn't know he was British at all.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
He lied to you, Jay.
That fucking ginger tried to throw one over on me. I'll see him in the streets again one day.
And it's Nick Nolte. God, I love this movie. I might watch this tonight.
I got a family to put.
Oh, that's a good one to watch with your chick if she's never seen it.
Yeah. Here he goes.
Hell, turn the damn boat around.
My big brother, you bailed on me. I was a 16-year-old kid. What the hell did I know? You had a choice, okay? You had a choice.
I don't know. I didn't feel there was a... I just thought Tom Hardy was so sexy in that movie.
Goddamn right he is.
God, he's so sexy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy, man. I mean, most guys...
So, keep saying
we just start making out.
Sexy.
Jay and Dan are making out. Sorry, everyone forget we're in the room.
Isabella, Papa Bear's going to be right behind you at the Gay Pride Parade. We're going to be on ABC TV this year.
You're just shirtless and fucking chaps dancing behind her.
Isabella, party poppers off.
Isabella's like, Dad, I like men. And you're like, whatever, sweetheart. I'm in the Tom Hardy parade.
I got a full-size Liberace, like, stuffed thing behind me, like I'm bent over the whole time. Oh, Liberace got me. While I'm doing snaps, doing those, like, ammonia poppers.
You're doing pop-its?
I'm opening up and loosening up.
Dude, can I tell you right now, fucking Vecchione and I were dying laughing last night, just sitting on the couch doing Waking Up from autoerotic Stephanie Falcone kept making fun of it.
You have a hard time with it.
Asphyxiation.
Yeah, the same way Chris Cornell died.
Yeah, he didn't die that way.
Yeah, he did.
That's what Jay thinks.
He did.
But we kept doing the
Whenever somebody dies from hanging, they're always jerking off. No one just hangs themselves.
So we were doing the waking up from when you jerk off and choke yourself.
Place.
Yeah.
I think he's in a dark
I agree with you. But it's funnier if you do.
And you take pills and go out the hanging yourself is, he was in a dark place and he's like, maybe I'll choke beat and see how I feel after that.
Choke beat? Let me get a choke beat in.
Yeah, I'll get a quick choke beat in.
And then he does it, he goes, oh God, there's dry cum on my tummy. I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, did I sneeze? Oh no, I came.
Yeah, he goes, what time is it? Oh God, I came so much.
Well, right away he goes, oh, that was a good jerk beat. You know what? I'm gonna put these pills away. I got another couple shows in me.
We kept doing it on our couch last night. Just, oh wow, I came like a geyser.
Black hole sun looks like I come. Mm-hmm.
Oh, spoon man, more like cum man. I don't know.
Splooge man, huh?
Splooge man.
You know, I'm gonna call my wife and tell her that. Hey hon, splooge man.
He goes, how hilarious is that? No, I just woke up. Yeah, no, I checked myself and I was jerking off.
No, I was probably dead for like Nikki 6 minutes. I mean, like, I was hovering over myself and I saw myself hanging from a doorknob, dick in hand, and I was like, one, I have kids, two, I should finish this.
Yeah, and you go, my piece looks purple, I'm about to pop. Let me jump back in my body.
You know what, let me try reverse grip, maybe it'll happen faster.
I wonder if I can jerk myself off in the spirit realm.
I'm gonna go down there and try it. Nah, damn, my hand's going right through it. Alright, I'm going back into my body.
Yeah.
I know you're about to come, but you better turn around and go towards the light right now.
I'm your guardian angel. Don't you understand? Chris Cornell, you're a jerk. You're a choke beat.
You're Chris, you got so much more to do. You got so much more to do. You gotta get back out there. We're only a few years away from Robocop.
I need a theme song for me to fight Robocop.
I'm telling you right now, Chris, you got a couple more acoustic toys inside of you. You gotta turn around and go back towards the light.
Go finish that jerk beat.
Nobody who's 50 years old has hair like that. You gonna let that go just from a jerk beat?
Oh my God, your hair's thick. It's gonna be as thick as your load when you jump back in your body.
Way down, way down, buddy. Go, you can do it.
Mark Wahlberg, the choke jerk angel.
Strangle.
Yeah. David Carradine. I loved you in Kung Fu. You gotta go back in your body so you can finish the jerk. Let's take a break.
Next time you do it, put the belt buckle on the other side, not by the carotid artery.
What are you gonna do?
It seems ridiculous I even gotta tell you that as much as you've been jerked. For as
much as you know about Kung Fu, you know so little about veins and arteries. All right, we're going to take our second break. Craig Gass hanging out for the show. Carla and Isabella, the whole Oakerson family here. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
Hey, this is Bert Kreischer, and you're listening to the only show in the world that would get me to leave my wife and children, move to New York, and start a brand new family. If they offer me a position on this show, I am gone tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Yeah, it's a mosh party in here.
Mosh party.
Everyone's going.
Mosh party.
Carla, put your top back on. Your daughter's here.
Mosh party.
Oh, boy. I just realized hearing Carla's laugh, I really do go for chicks who have bizarre laughs. Carla's got the dolphin trying to get you to throw her fish. And you know, Christine, we all know. Yeah.
You go, now is everyone ready to see her do a trick? And then Christine, obviously, we have the sheep.
Oh, Christine fucks lamb.
Christine fucks lamb. Carla fucks dolphin.
Carla fucks dolphin?
The next girl you date's gonna sound like she's gonna have a bird laugh so she can fuck air.
Yeah.
Sea and land coming.
What are you saying? Should I dump Christine? Is that what you're getting behind?
I'm saying find your bird girl. That's how she laughs.
She comes and gigs with me and everyone hears in the background.
Is Jay fucking a flock of pigeons? And then Justin's gonna be like, oh, she's in a knot.
Hang on, she's in a knot. Let me get her. She's in a bird knot.
Hold on, she's in a bird knot.
Craig Gass joining us, everybody. Craig Gass is gonna be at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island. That's such a great club, too.
It is.
The Old Bank. It's such a cool place. Mm-hmm. He's going to be at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island next weekend. That's Friday, June 2nd and Saturday, June 3rd. For tickets and all their tour dates, go to getgas.com. That's GETGASS.com. Vecchione, you know it. Killed. Called over to the couch.
Yeah, I heard good things.
Make sure you set your DVRs for Jamie Foxx's new boyfriend, Mike Vecchione.
Yeah, on the Tonight Show tonight at Comic Mike V.
Also, let's not forget, we're doing the live Bonfire Sunday, June 4th at Comedy Central's Clusterfest, San Francisco. Go to clusterfest.com to get your badges. We need the campers out there for that one. We're doing a daytime thing.
I know Memo will be there, one of our loyal campers.
Yeah, it's going to be
Memo company.
Memo.
You call him Memo?
Yeah.
Memo.
All right. Let's not fight about it ever again.
All right.
And of course, we all know Dan. Dan's going to be at the old Laugh It Up Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie, New York for one night only on Saturday, May 27th. Justin Silver's going to be there. After that, he'll be at the old Tacoma Comedy Club in Washington State. That's Thursday, June 8th through Saturday, June 10th. Make sure you get your tickets right over at the brand new dansoder.com. Get your tickets quick. They're going to sell out because...
But then for all you sucker ass jacks, get ready. Turn it up, motherfucker! Oh yeah, Big J Oakerson gonna be at the Seneca Casino in Niagara Falls. That's next week, motherfuckers.
Oh man, fucking Black Lou's like covering his feet doing a face dance.
He's doing fake shots in the air.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
He will also be headlining the Hollywood Improv. Yeah, that's Hollywood. We ain't afraid of you, California.
Hollywood, what you gonna do out there?
June 6th, that's a Tuesday. Go get your tickets at BigJComedy.com.
Would it be funny if right before I do that show, I gotta do, I do all the fake Biggie Smalls phone calls in the movie where I call Carl, I go, I'm gonna be better than my kid.
You go,
I'm gonna take better care of my kid.
You go,
yo, also, I'm thinking about drinking less, so I'm thinking about turning my life around.
You go, hey, Carla, what's up? I know you got a hold of the dial. I know you hold it down back at NYC. But I just want to let you know, yo, I'm up here with my man, Mike Fenoya. You know, he always be saying, you know, keep it crunchy. But like my man Fenoya be saying, you know, I'm scared half to death, half the time. I'm gonna change it. And yo, when I come back, I just want people to call me J. Oakerson. I am done with this big stuff.
Now, I'm gonna go and, you know, nothing could possibly go wrong tonight.
Ain't no way. None of my questions I'll be asking motherfuckers ever come back wrong. I'll be asking the right questions. Baby.
What you guys want from the drive-thru?
Also,
it's all me.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to take my left foot.
That's gotta be awful being the fat guy ordering drive-thru in a car full of like super ripped black dudes. Everyone goes, get a couple extra burgers, you know, it's for everybody, so everybody can have a couple extra. He goes, nah, Big, we're good. We got enough burgers for everybody. He goes, just get a couple extra. I'm saying, you know, somebody, you guys are gonna want those burgers later, and then you're gonna be like, we should have got them.
He goes, so you just, y'all already ate. Okay, hey, could y'all give me earmuffs? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna need 1,000 Big Macs.
Everybody goes, let me get another full meal and a 20-piece McNugget. Big, and a 20-piece McNugget? Nigga, about your business.
Last time I checked, I'm the one that brought you out the projects.
But Big, I'm worried about your heart. Worried about these nuts, bitch.
Shut up, bitch. You got that, just cause you got that tiny ass hummingbird heart. Shut up.
You got
that hummingbird art.
He goes, shut up, Kim. I bet your face is gonna be weird in 20 years. Oh, I'm gonna put my Big Mac. I'm gonna put my Big Mac container on your head while you bob it up and down. You lucky I don't pour honey mustard on your back and dip my chicken nuggets while I'm busting that ass. You better thank God for hot mustard sauce. That's the only way I get to eating that stuck ass puss. I will melt my fist into your face if you ever talk to me like that in the driveway again. Stop bitching. You know I'm sweaty. Yo.
That's right.
So y'all don't want nothing? I mean, it's just off the highway. If you guys wouldn't mind just stopping anyway. I haven't had anything since all the lies, fat guy lies. I only ate a banana like this morning. Yo, I mean, I know y'all think I'm being gluttonous right now. But I'm getting headaches because I ain't ate all day.
And he orders a reluctant. He goes, would you like a soft drink with that? He goes, I'll just take a water.
So we have about 35 minutes to get through this,
including a commercial break.
And honestly, we're going to be rushing through this because in 35 minutes.
Well, really, all we can do a brief overview, and then we can because Craig says he has some corrections.
But also, you told the story the first time you came on the Bonfire, right?
No, we were going to get into it,
and we did.
And then we just had a lot of fun, and I introduced some. I never listened to the show before, but knowing the two of you, I introduced some new staples for the show.
We doing this?
Yeah, fellas, are we doing this?
Yeah, fellas, are we doing
this? But Jay wanted to get into the story,
and I will say right out of the gates, I'm very happy to hear Craig's thing because Carla corrected me on something that I held firm to, and she goes, no, Craig was right about that.
Well, there's a couple things so this was a crazy story that happened that I, honest to God, was scared to share with anybody because of what happened that night. The people involved scared the shit out of me.
This is like real Philly garbage.
Yeah, this was really, really, really frightening shit. And what bummed me out, I was excited to hear that Jay was going to come on, but before Jay even came in, I started to tell the story. First I told the story on the Howard Stern show. I never wanted to tell the story, but Jay told the story to Gary Delabate, and then Gary walked in and said, "Hey, I heard there's a guy that's really mad at you because you fucked a bunch of girls in his car." And I go,
God damn it,
that's great.
Like, I don't have any voices that are that great and just crisp and clean.
And I said, I go, wait, first of all, that's not exactly how it went down. And I told the story.
No, I remember what happened. He didn't say I was mad at you because I never told him I was mad at you. But actually, what's funny was my one chance ever to have. Well, Attell's done it since, but to have my name said on Howard Stern show because I'm such a fan. Yeah. It was pretty. And it's no fault of Craig's. But he goes, yeah. Gary comes in. He goes, hey, there's a guy. He goes, and it was weird. He goes, said you smoked a bunch of pot at his house, while his kid was there with you. It was told a little bit wrong. He gave it wrong. Mm-hmm. And then, Artie goes, oh yeah, I know the guy. He goes, can I say his name? And Howard goes, no, don't say his name. I was like, oh!
Well, yeah, we started, I started to tell the story. I said, it's a comedian friend of mine, and they said, okay, let's not tell his name, because
Artie said, he goes, I know the guy's doing St. Louis with me in a couple of weeks. He goes, can I say his name? He goes, can I say his name? And Howard just goes, just so quick, he just goes, no, don't say his name. And he's moved forward. I'm like, oh.
So once the story's out there, it's like, all right, the story's out there, and I just avoided Philly at all costs for 10 years. And by the way, when we get done telling the story, you're not going to believe the postscript to the story. There's a second part of the story. That it's a surprise. I don't think you even know about what happened afterwards. But, I started to tell the story on Opie. I was having a really slow day on Opie, and I just was kind of off, and I started to tell the story. I'm like, this is a great story. I'll just tell the story on the air. And as I'm telling the story, and I don't blame Opie, but he clearly didn't believe any of the story as I was telling it.
Oh, really?
And he was like, wow, so and I'm going, fuck, he's not believing it. And I was actually getting nervous as I'm telling it, because I'm realizing he doesn't believe anything I'm fucking telling him. And he even said, I'll never forget, when I got to the end of the story, Opie went, that's a great story. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Your sarcasm is noted.
So when Jay tweeted him and said, I'll bet he told the story wrong, Opie was like, bring it in, because I'm sure Craig was lying about the whole thing. So Jay comes and he tells the same story, but the details are different. And what happened is...
facts are the facts. Craig...
let me start from the beginning.
Sure.
So it started with, I have a lot of friends in the music industry. I used to work in music when I was a kid. From the time I was 15 till I was 23, I used to manage bands and book and promote concerts. And I made a lot of friends in the music industry. And anytime friends of mine came to New York to do a show, with a day off, I would call up, I was a regular at the time at Stand Up New York, and I'd say, hey man, is it okay if I invite these guys to come to the club, and can I put comedians on the bill that they can watch? And this, I don't know if you genuinely forgot this part of it, but I put you and Judah Friedlander on at a show at Stand Up New York, and I invited Monkey, who brought Fieldy, and a couple guys from Lincoln Park who I'd never met those guys in Lincoln Park before. But
I wasn't on the show. Then maybe I wasn't able to do it or something because I would have remembered that for sure.
Well, after the show, James said, tell all the comedians if they want to come to our show, we're doing a show tomorrow night in Camden, New Jersey, and everyone's invited. So,
well, here's what the only thing I'm saying is wrong about that. I'm not saying that didn't happen. That I don't know. I wasn't at that show. But for sure was for weeks in advance. You'd stayed with us for a bit.
Yeah, you stayed with us for a while.
I mean, you stayed with us. You said we were talking about what are we going to do for Carla's graduating law school, and you go, I'll bring you guys down to the show in Camden. He goes, if you guys drive, we'll go down and I was like, yeah. So I get my mom to watch Isabella, and we'll go to. That's how it was brought to us weeks before.
Okay.
Now maybe you just thought we'd be able to go and do it, but that was a bigger thing of him inviting all the comics. So maybe they invited all the comics, but you told us for weeks we were going to this.
Yeah, the night before the show in Camden, they had a day off, and I don't even really know Fieldy that well. I always knew James and Brian, who were always cool. Those were the two guys I knew in that band. Mm-hmm. And so James said, yeah, anybody wants to go down and take care. And I told all the comedians, everyone was like, oh, I was like, where do we gotta go, man? I don't have a car and whatever. And then the three of us went down to Camden.
In Carla's new car, right?
In Carla's new car, which I don't know anything about.
Our new car.
All right.
Jay and Carla's new car.
I don't know anything about cars. I referred to it as a Blazer. I don't know anything about cars. I know it was a big car.
It was a SUV.
You know who this is? This is AC Cowling, damn it.
Hyundai Santa Fe.
You know, Bronco?
We were on the run. Yeah, we're
on a Bronco. You know who this is?
So we get to the show, and when I get down there, I'm coordinating with one of their security guards, Don, who says, park out by the buses.
Asian Don,
Don V.
Yeah.
So we park out by the buses,
also
and then we get hooked up with passes, whatever, and we go in and we start watching the show. During Korn's performance, we were on stage, right?
Yes,
we were on stage. Stage
it was Snoop Dogg, Korn, Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park was the headliner. Korn's performing. I have really bad ADD, so a couple songs in, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go take a walk, and I go leave the backstage area,
which I know is true because I heard the same story about Metallica, where you were like, I'll be right back.
I just brought Jay and Christine to the Metallica concert. There's a section in the middle of the stage.
I told him,
I saw the video, and I was like, fucking blown away.
And when we got to watch, it's like
amazing.
It's Metallica's playing all around.
Yeah.
So I was bummed when Jay said, Craig doesn't know any bands. He knows guys that work for bands.
You know, I just like saying that Craig knows. He's like, hey, you're like watching the show. Craig's like, you want to meet my buddy Paul? He used to do the fog machine for docking. I'm like, no.
I just saw.
That's more funny.
There was one guy.
But you also knew, I met a guy named Rigger Dan who eventually killed himself. You know how he killed himself?
Falling off a rig?
Nope.
Auto asphyxiation?
Choked himself out while he was jerking off.
Wow. Well, there was one guy that we saw that I remember sat us down, and I go, hey, this is my buddy Jay. Will you tell him some stories? He goes, let me tell you about how you meet chicks. And he gave us the whole, I tell him, you're going to suck my dick. He was like the Vinnie Barbarino of the fucking, I don't want to say his name, but I just saw him at a Roger Waters.
Yeah, that was backstage in Jersey somewhere at that show.
It was we went to see the Seahawks play the Giants during the day, and then we went to go see Ozzy and
Nope, not Ozzy. That was, it was actually, Pledge of Allegiance tour.
Oh, with System of a Down.
Yep, System of a Down, Slipknot.
So anyway,
I've seen some fucking great
Rammstein. Oh yeah,
we've gone to tons.
My
of
first show ever with Craig, he took me to see Pantera right before Pantera broke up. That was so
right
cool.
before like Dimebag
on stage, Irving Plaza, Roseland Hammerstein Ballroom.
So we go to the show. We're on stage. I have really bad ADD, and I usually watch like a couple songs at a time, and I walk. I just always walk around the show. So I leave the backstage area, and as I'm walking out of the backstage area, there's two girls that are they're standing outside with a security guard, and they stop me as I come out, and they go, hey, can you get us backstage? And you meet girls like this all the time.
In the interest of time, just because we'll pepper it as we go, and Carl, if you have anything to chime in too, was it when you left the stage, you said, can I have your keys?
Not yet.
No?
No. Because I walked out because I met these two girls who said, we're trying to find our friend, and they were giving me this shady like, hey, can you bring us backstage so we can connect with our friend? And I go, what you want me to? Yeah. And they're like, no, we got, she's a really cute girl. She's like a redheaded girl, and we go backstage. We
loves dick.
Yeah.
And literally like any dick.
Yeah,
it's like one of those things where it's like when competitors take each other's coupons.
Yeah.
Like she'll just take whatever dick you give
She'll
to
match
her.
anything.
She'll match anything.
Circuit City a puss.
So they're giving me this story, and I go, well, you girls are hot. Why can't you get backstage on your own? What's
I'm going to chime in right there. They were not hot.
Well, Jay, you know what? And here's the funny thing.
I don't remember what they looked like.
I didn't remember what they looked like either, but it came back to me. And I'll get to that on the postscript afterwards. But I just remember at the time thinking they were like stripper, like slutty hot to me.
One of them was alright on her best day.
I don't remember what they looked like.
Well, but there's two girls.
None of them were fat or anything.
No. So two girls, and I'm talking to them, and they go, hey, can you get, and I joke around with them, I'm like, well, why can't you get backstage? You're fucking hot. And they look at me and they go, well, you're not so bad yourself. And thinking clearly that they were joking, I said, well, then we should be making out right now. And they go, let's go. And I was like, are you fucking serious?
Because as a guy, when you say stuff like that and they take you up on it, you go, no.
No, yeah, and I
go, do you want to make out?
Why is my hand not on you? I don't know. Why don't we fix that?
Yeah. So they go, yeah, we'll go right now. Let's go make, and I go, really, you guys? And they go, yeah, we'll go. And I go, all right, can you wait here for 1 second? And I ran down the hall.
I don't know, I'm already dripping. How do you fix a leaky pipe?
I ran down the hall to the, I ran down the hall to the production office, popped my head in.
Yeah.
And I just said,
I got two girls. They're ready to go. It's like a press room.
Any way I can get 2 passes for 2 girls. I don't know anybody in this office. There's these 2 girls. They're really hot. They want to make out with me. And some guy who I barely know goes, here's 2 guest passes. You can walk them in with your pass. And I said, all right, cool. And I ran back out and I go, hey. And then there's a 3rd girl there and I go, who
found her?
And they go, oh, this is our friend. Do you have a pass for her? And I go, were you just backstage? And she goes, I was, but do you know, and she's giving me names of people like this, do you know a guy that works for Korn, his name's, and I go, no, I don't, you know what, just hold on. I go back up to the stage, and I go up to Jay, and I go, can I borrow you?
She gives you descriptions of the guy. It's like, it's just from the perspective of blowing. A guy goes, what's he look like? He goes, he's got like a big muff and like a little bit of a beer belly, and he's got a cleft chin. I don't know besides that.
His belt buckle is like, it's firm.
It's got huge loads.
Yeah. And black jeans.
Yep.
Shoots about a 3 teaspooner.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like he's definitely got a lot of greens in his diet.
I go back on stage and I go, Jay, can I borrow your keys for a second?
Yeah.
He said, for what? And at the time, I remember just saying, I'll tell you later.
No.
But you said that I told you I was going to get something, so I lied to you.
Your phone charger.
You said you were getting your phone charger out of the car.
Which bums me out because I was lying.
You were a drug addict.
Yeah, I was a drug addict. And by the way, this is the last few months.
Card, maybe get a kilo of Coke. What?
This is the last few months of me doing drugs.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't know that timeline.
Yeah, because I know exactly, it was in 2004 when this happened, and then in December of 2004 is when I stopped.
She just brought up a MTV News article and it said 2004 Project Revolution tour. So yeah, no, you just
Craig fucks 3 girls in the car.
It goes,
MTV News.
It goes, Jay. TV news. I'm Kurt Loder. Today at Project...
The luckiest man in the world.
Craig Gass blew out 3 backs in the back of a brand new car belonging to a Philadelphia couple.
The sexiest thing that ever happened in a Hyundai Santa Fe.
All right. So, and by the way, when I heard Jay tell his version of the story, I was laughing and then cringing because hearing him, it's the first time in 12 years that I'm hearing the story through his perspective. And I felt really just fucking gross, like hearing it through his perspective. So, but anyway, so I'm fucked up and
you're on drugs.
I'm on drugs, and I just it wasn't cool what I did. At the time, it was like, holy shit, this is awesome. So,
I mean, it's making half a radio
when
show.
When Dan was a drinker, he held down my mom and hickeyed her nips.
Yeah, well, I guess
shut up.
And I go,
what's up, Tear?
Moving on to the next one, Tear.
So I grab, I tell Jay, hey man, I need to grab your keys, and I go and I grab the 3 girls and I go, follow me, because I knew we had a working pass in the car, in the glove box. So I escort them down into the backstage area. I get them out to the car, and I reach in and I get into the glove box. I take out the extra working pass and I go, here. I go, if you just put this on, this is like it's like an all-access pass. You're good to go. And the girl goes, thank you so much. And she puts it on, leans in, and kisses me.
Ooh.
And it's like a real kiss. And then one of the other girls makes a comment, and then we start kissing.
Everything behind us went away, and it was just stars.
Yeah.
Floating in the stars.
It was nothing like this had ever happened before in my life. Obviously.
That's the first time I've ever been rewarded for going in a glove box.
It was really...
does that working pass suit you good?
Yeah.
And then we start getting really weird, but we're doing it in front of everybody. We're kind of like, we're all kissing and touching each other.
There's a light rig guy with his hands over his head going, get it.
So I said, everybody get in the car.
It's weird. We're not in the loading dock. Those buses, for whatever reason, were kind of in the middle of the parking lot on a road.
Across away from the loading. So I said, everybody get in the car. We all jump in the car. And for the next, it was at least 45 minutes. Or an hour. Because this lasted all the way up until Linkin Park went on. Because remember how everything ended?
You go, hold on. Stop sucking my dick. I think they're playing Numb.
It actually comes back to that. It comes back to that. Because,
like, and the girl's on your dick going, so one girl...
And then the other one gets in like Chester Bennington. There's one singing, one rapping. Let's go. Leslie, go.
One girl.
They gave you a Linkin Park.
One girl's in the front, and the other 2 in the back were coaching.
They
and
LP'd
then they would
you.
switch.
That's great.
And so we were all taking turns. And I remember at one point seeing a flash going off on the right side of the car, and I looked up, and it was the front cab of the tour bus for the crew for Korn.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of guys in the front cab, and I recognized the guys who worked for Korn. That's how much time had passed while we were in the car, and they're cheering, and they have a video camera, and they're taking pictures, and it's all going on in front of them.
And the bus driver's still unimpressed? He's going, yeah, whatever. I don't know, we gotta get to Toledo. You can back up or what?
That's towards the end of everything. And
this will be good choke beat material for when we get to Wisconsin.
I'll tell you this, I'm gonna grab that first doorknob and slap this leather fucking...
You know what?
This leather belt around that doorknob and get a real choke beat.
Honestly,
hopefully the hotel's got robes. Nothing chokes you like a good robe belt.
We could have started this story at 6 p.m. and still be in the movement 2 hours later. So there was a big finish, and then I remember one of the girls in the back seat going, oh my God, Linkin Park's on stage. We're missing. Can we go watch Linkin Park perform? And I go,
yeah,
you girls can do whatever the fuck you want. That's the coolest thing that's ever happened. But can we hang out again? Like, that was awesome.
I'm going to be here scraping my batch out of the emergency brake.
And I go, let's do it again. Come back.
In Jay's world, you might as well have spilled a 24-ounce Dr. Pepper all over his fucking console.
So we all go our separate ways. I can't believe this has just happened. And that it was that easy.
But also, I love a double blowjob calling it a Linkin Park.
Oh, yeah. You get LP'd.
Just one girl rapping, one girl singing.
That's the ball work girl. She's like, my thing, I don't know why. I don't even know how far you're at.
As she's sucking.
As I,
So I go and I go back. into the backstage here, and I see Jay. And I know there's a difference of how this happened, but I remember seeing you and saying, dude, and you go, where the fuck were you? I said, you're not going to believe this. I just fucked 3 girls at the same time in your car. And you remembered it as I said, I just fucked 3 girls, and you were like, oh, awesome.
Sure.
And then you asked me,
I was like,
wait a minute, wait, where did you fuck these 3 girls?
You know what, that's the best part.
In
the sky. And then he unfurled his wings. That's Jay's completion of sky, land, and water.
Centurions unite.
All elements present.
And I remember Jay, and this is the one time I've seen him get angry, and he got really furious, and he goes, Craig, please tell me you're fucking kidding me right now. And I go, why? And he goes, that's a brand new car. And I go, who gives a fuck about your car? Which is a really shitty thing to say. But at the time, I was sitting there going, Jay, are you not listening to me? I just told you. Like, I really thought that you were going to high-five the shit out of me.
You're gacked up and you just fucking fed 3 baby birds your jizz.
Yeah, he's just got his fucking, he's seesawing with his bottom jaw. He's like, oh yeah, man.
He's like, Jay, here's what I'm thinking. You're going to go into that trunk in the fucking floor safe.
Get the drugs.
You get the fucking money. In the fucking floor safe.
So you go, Craig, get out of here. We already got what we wanted. He goes, no. In the car, in the Hyundai. Under the floor safe. We want it all.
Damn, you got good coke eyes.
Yeah.
There's no way we're getting to the end of this story. So I'm going to try to get through. So then Jay is mad at me and he goes, you know what? He goes, we're leaving right now. And I go, okay. And he goes, right now, get in the car. And I'm like, Jay. Okay.
Chill, baby, I just came.
Yo, B-Joe, you're fucking harsh from a mellow over here.
Oh, you're killing my vibe, dude.
So we start to walk over to the car.
B-Joe.
And that is when this whole story just goes into the greatest story ever. Because
it's crazy.
It's a crazy story.
Should we take our last break and then we'll come back and go right into the
because
haywire.
From here on out, it's complete insanity.
All right, absolutely.
Complete insanity.
We'll be right back. It's Craig Gass. Craig Gass is going to be this weekend at Providence.
June
2nd and June 3rd.
June 2nd and June 3rd, Friday and Saturday. Check him out for all tickets to his shows. Go to getgass.com. We'll be right back to the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, LP!
Switch your shaft.
That's how I would treat balls. I would just kiss them like that, like grandma kisses. Oh, let me hold this penis up in the air.
Which one? I don't know which one I love more.
Before you freak out at home listening, my daughter's asleep, but that's just circumstantial. If she was awake, I would still go,
kissing balls.
So, you just got LP'd. I'm furious. We get inside the car.
Let me jump in for a second. We walk to the car. I'm following behind them because they're walking crazy fast and talking amongst themselves. We get to the car.
And we're talking because Craig's blown away that I'm not just high-fiving over this.
And also,
he's in complete shock.
And
I am in shock, and I'm shocked that he's not only mad about my hooking up with the girls, that he actually is like, if you did that in my car, we're fucking going home right now.
And what I love even more about that is Craig's all geeked up on blow after a fucking 3-on-1. So he's like, no, dude, I'm pretty sure I didn't fucking, I don't know if it was in the car. It might have been like,
when I hear
grass patch,
when I hear Jay tell,
is there a Marriott around here? I feel like
when I heard Jay say that, I said to him, I need the keys because I want to grab the charger. That makes me feel horrible because I know I lied to him.
Yeah.
I felt terrible about that.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so it's happened. I've now told Jay. Jay is furious, as he should be, because it's unbelievably disrespectful to do that in somebody's car.
I mean, if it was a Blazer, whatever.
And so Carla goes in the car first.
Yeah, and I told Jay, I was like, fuck, he had these chicks in the car. I left my pocketbook in the car with my money, all my graduation swag, like jewelry crap that I had gotten. And Jay's like, I'm sure it's fine. Get in the car. Sure enough, it is not fine.
Oh, boy.
They spilled a beer in my bag.
Oh.
They took my cash. They took my jewelry. And they took other things. And that becomes integral to the story later, but I didn't know at that moment that other things had been taken.
You're talking about the box of Altoids.
Yes, my Altoids.
Carla turns around and she is upset. And she's talking to Jay. Jay turns around.
Jason, may I please talk to you for a quick second? My pocketbook, it was in the bag. I noticed the girls put their hands on my things.
We got
Craig was
5 minutes to get to the end of this story.
Craig's like, let me go through the bag and see what's there.
No, not yet.
So she realizes, she turns around and she starts having a heated discussion with Jay. Jay turns around and stares at me and he goes, "Good job, Gas. Great fucking job." And I go, "What's wrong?" And he goes, one of your girls stole $400 out of Carla's purse. And then it's a minute later that we realize...
A phone rings.
Well, we realize there's jewelry missing from the car.
But then a phone rings in the back seat.
A phone rings.
And
one of the girls
left
dropped
their
her phone in the car.
Key mistake.
And she was trying to get her phone back.
Oh, God, that's great. At least she did that, or else you guys would have been fucked.
Yeah, so I answer the phone.
That's suck robbery day one.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't do that.
Also, it's
rookie mistake.
Is that the part that you said...
Deep pockets when you go
that you said was different that Jay got wrong? Was that you thinking of the phone?
Because I answered the phone.
I remember you answered the phone.
I answered the phone, and she was like, "Hey, I lost my phone.
Yeah.
Where did you find it?" And I was like, "Exactly where you fucking left it, where you were fucking this guy in my car."
Yeah.
And she was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "All right, well, I have your phone. If you know where it is, then get here."
Yeah. And Carla said, "Well, you gotta hurry. Because we're leaving right now." I remember Carla saying, we're leaving right now, so if you want to get your stuff, just come. I remember you being measured because you wanted them to come back to...
Yeah, that was a big thing for me. That's one of the reasons I wanted Craig to answer it. For sure, me believing that he actually did was because I was like, no. If you go... Hey, get over here and get your fucking phone. They're going to be like, well, I'll ditch the phone.
Carla,
but Carla didn't.
It's a razor.
And we only got 5 minutes.
About it.
So I want to get through this. That Carla then grabbed a police officer and told him what was going on. That's how I remembered it.
No, I think maybe did we call?
No, because the police got involved before the girls came back. They said there was some communication to the police officer.
No, we called.
We called. Did we call the police?
There was police right there backstage. There was uniform officers.
We weren't backstage. We were
outside.
In the parking lot.
We were in the parking lot.
But I remember the gate opening up and all the cop cars coming to prepare for the girls returning.
No.
They just pulled up. We were in a parking lot.
What happened was the girls, a minivan pulls up, and out of the minivan emerges... 2 girls. It was only 2 of them came out?
Well, first 2 girls come out.
Yeah.
And then they start walking towards Jay and Carla, all cutesy, like, hey.
No. They came over like weirdly. They were shitty already. Like, give us our phone. They go, like, give us our phone. We're getting out of here. Like, right away. They were like out of the gates like shitty and was like, which was weird. And then it was fine though because like it made me be able to get like right back. Like, no, you guys fucked my friend in my car.
I remember
you guys
that.
And you guys stole a bunch of shit and I want it back right now if you want to get your phone back. And so like, oh, come on. And then they're all being this thing, and I'm making a sort of a scene, and then what no one saw coming next...
Husbands get out of the van.
2 dudes.
And I remember it was because Jay said, which one of you whores stole money out of my girlfriend's purse? And a guy jumped out and said, did you call her a whore? Because that's my fucking wife. I'll kick your fucking ass. And Jay turned around and said, that's your wife? Craig, come here! And I was like, no. And he goes, come, Craig! Get over here! And I was like, oh, get over here! Did you not just get done telling me that you fucked all 3 of these girls at the same time?
Also at the same time, the third one just peeks her head out the van innocently. She goes, what?
Yeah.
What's great about poor Craig, though, in fairness now, again, in hindsight, coked up and just dropping a batch with 3 chicks, he does he has like the pissy pants, yes, where it's like, Craig, did you not fuck these chicks? And he goes, yeah. Which totally...
he goes like this, he goes, they fucking me.
Yeah, well,
he goes, I don't know.
As Jay retold the story, I remember the horror at that moment of thinking like, oh my God, I just want to get through this.
Yeah.
Because it went from being so cool to like, it's becoming a confrontation.
A nightmare.
And especially when you find out they're all married. All these women are married. They're all fucking married. And their husbands, they're all...
Only 2 husbands were there though.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
And then the police are there, and it becomes this fucking shouting match.
Well, I'll tell you, that was pretty hilarious when the guy when they go, the guy was now frazzled. He wanted to leave, and that was great when he goes, all right, you know what? He goes, girls, get the fucking phone back and let's go. And then Carla goes, well, I have the phone. No one's taking this phone until we get our shit back. And then the guy, he just wants to leave. He just goes, girls, he goes, beat her ass and get the phone then. So I take the phone from Carla, I put it in my back pocket, and I go, who wants to beat my ass and take the phone? And that husband stepped up so quick, and immediately I had that feeling inside my head. I go, man, I hope the cops show up, because this guy's way, like, I lost some stuff, but this guy's life just fell apart.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fucking.
Right. How much time we got left?
We're
here?
good, just go.
Okay. So then we, the cops are all, I remember one of the cops went up to Carla and said,
what stuff is missing? What
right, and then the cop told you they have money,
but they can't prove.
But you can't prove whose money it is. But as far as your jewelry, the stuff you said was missing, they don't have that.
Yep.
We have to let them go. And I remember when all these cops are now involved. I remember one of the security guys for Korn, who wasn't a tour guy. He was a guy who would join them for the East Coast dates. Came up to me, and he was one of the guys I saw on the bus filming. He came up to me and said, what's going on? And I said, and it's a commotion, and it's all these girls, and everybody's screaming, and I go, apparently, those girls, ended up stealing shit, and
you should have just Sanchez them with 3 different pussy smells. I'll tell you what's going on.
And the security guy says,
what a potpourri.
The security guy goes, if you need any help, like, dude, he goes, we witnessed he goes, dude, I got the whole thing on film. And I go, I definitely want to see that.
I want to choke jerk to that.
Yeah. And I said, but I go, well, let's just see what happens. And then it becomes a screaming match, this insanely uncomfortable screaming match, which I feel fucking horrible even looking at the two of you, even like reliving that.
But the cops ultimately say that they can't do anything because they didn't find any of the stuff, and they
gotta let him go.
They have to let him go.
So as the
van pulls away,
and because the cops are there, it's not going to become a fight. The cops are there, and these guys know, all right, we got to get the fuck out of here. So they all jump in the van, and they all start to pull away. And as the car pulls away, all of Carla's shit.
Somebody said
goes underneath the van.
He was like, is that all your shit?
Yeah, and they were like, that's our shit. That's our stuff. And then all the cops go.
I was going to say, no, Carla saw one thing on that ground. One thing only. And it was like a 25-cent whatever. It was just something of Isabella's baby toys.
It was like a little finger puppet that Isabella really loved.
A finger puppet, literally. And
which, by the way,
that's when Carla just Terminator 2 down the street.
That's great.
I mean, chasing this fucking car. Grabs on the back of it.
She's half Colombian. She's made of a different thing.
Yeah. Watch out. You're fucking with her toys.
Yeah. So you just chase down the van like the T-1000.
And that, I don't remember. I remember it all ending down the block in front of the box office.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't remember Jay going, Carla, what are you doing?
I remember all the cops getting on the radio and saying, they all got on the radio and said, this guy, there's a suspect trying to get away from a robbery.
They go, stop him.
Stop him. So all the cops on the property of the Tweeter Center go into effect to locate this vehicle. And they all get boxed in, and I don't remember Carla hanging onto the car.
It's the car with the woman hanging off the back.
Yeah. And then they box him in. But Dan, here's the crazy part. They box him in front of the main entrance where the box office is, right as Linkin Park is getting off stage. 20,000 people are just... I remember this...
over.
I remember people screaming.
You fucked a long time.
Like, I remember people yelling, and like, only a couple people knew what was going on, and a couple people were trying to tell everybody else, that guy fucked all 3 of those girls, and they're all going to jail. And be like, yeah. And I remember like the show
happened.
That show happened. I remember that show had already ended, and everybody was coming out. I remember everybody was emptying out of the venue when that happened. So
it was all kind of fast. It may have been like 15 minutes. It may have been like 15 minutes.
But the show had been. We walked out.
We didn't walk away until it was over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Linkin Park had just ended. The show's over, and we have to go to the police station now to fill out a report.
But Craig, Linkin Park's going to be at Citi Field. Can I rent a car and you can fuck whoever you want?
She goes, I got a van.
Fuck whoever you want.
How about you put a nice throw blanket down? You can fuck in the new one.
Yeah. I just got a new car too. You can bang all over it.
When Jay texted me and said, "Can you hook me up for Metallica?" I was like, "Please!" And I put him in the middle of the stage, and I was like, "Enjoy yourself. Here's some guitar picks. Here's some set list." But anyway, so we go to the police station. And Jay told a story I had not thought about, and when he said it, I was like, holy fuck, I think I remember that. And this also makes me feel horrible, where I guess you guys lost me for a minute. You didn't know where I was at the police station. And then you said that, you go, where the fuck is Craig? Like, this is the reason why we're here.
This is maybe the funniest punch of the whole story.
It's Craig, and I don't remember this, but you said that you looked over and that I was entertaining all the cops.
There was a group of like 5 cops around Craig, and you just hear Craig down the hall, but you hear Craig going, oh, oh, oh! He's doing a Sam Kinison, nailing it, by the way.
Yeah, best Kinison in the game.
Oh, he was loose as a goose, Craig.
Here's what I remember is when we got to the police station, I remember a police officer coming over and saying, which one of you guys was the one involved with these women? I said, that was me. And he goes, all right, follow me. We got to go fill out a report. We go into another room where I noticed the 3 girls are all handcuffed together in the other room. And I walked over and looked at them like, hey, you know,
girls.
And then,
how's those jaws feeling?
Yeah. And the police officer says, all right, so what happened? These girls stole something out of your car? And I go, it wasn't my car, it was Jay's car. And he goes, all right, so I'll start with the car. How'd they end up in the car? And I go, all right. So I met these girls at the concert, and they wanted to get backstage. And I brought them down to the car, and I got an extra pass out of the car, and I gave it to one of the girls. And then, when I gave it to her, we started kissing. And then,
guy goes, hold on. Hey, Joe, come over here.
Yeah. Hey, Dupree, get over here. This is a good one.
Yeah. And I said,
you don't want to hear this.
And I said, and then we all got in the car, and then we had sex. And the cop goes, okay. And he's filling out, and he goes, all right. And which one of these girls do you have intercourse with? And I looked over and I went, all of them. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, sure. At the same time, and I go, at the same,
and I'm a lieutenant.
Yeah. And every time we make eye contact, we both start smirking, and I go, yeah, it's the greatest fucking night of my life. This is it. And I'm getting from the police officer what I thought Jay was going to give me.
The guy goes,
the cop is like this.
The guy goes like this, I mean, you didn't do it in his car, did you?
Yeah.
And you go, you did. You go, it's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and then the scary moment is when we fill out the report, and we leave the police station. One of the husbands is waiting in front of the police station.
Yikes. No. He jumps in the elevator with us.
Oh, he jumped in that
the elevator's closing. Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I'm apparently not fazed by this, according to you.
No, it was so weird. It was like, I don't know, like, what's setting in as far as, like I said, it was like Dave drinking and all that stuff. Whatever's saying, like, Craig, where you seem nervous, the thing is now weird, like too calm, where it's like, and now I'm in a split position where I'm just like, I'm still mad at Craig.
Yeah.
But I see my buddies not, like, using his street smarts. And I'm like,
because there's a cop with us.
No, not in the elevator.
Wasn't.
But the cop said, I'm going to escort you.
3 cops. No. 3 cops come running towards you. The guy gets on last second with us.
He jumped in.
He jumped in the elevator with us. And the cops all rush downstairs when the thing opens.
Oh.
So just like the 2-floor ride in the elevator, this guy's going like, so my wife sucked your dick, huh?
It was a really long 2 floors,
Craig. It really was. My wife sucked, and I was like, and now I'm going like, and then I was kind of I was like, what's up, dude? Because I said at the end of the day, it's like, Craig's my friend. I'm not going to I don't want anybody to suck. So I go, what's up, dude? What's going on? And the doors open and the cops just pour into the elevator.
He goes,
well, this is what I remember.
But the guy keeps saying, oh, I don't want to fight. I just want to thank Craig Gass for getting me, I'm going to get her, and I'll give her shit in the divorce.
Super
thank you, Craig
sarcastic. Gass. And as we get out onto outside the building, I remember this really clear. I remember Jay looking at me going, dude, because the guy said, just tell me the truth. I'm not going to hit you. I swear to God, I'm not going to. I would have done the same thing. My wife's a beautiful woman, all right? I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at her, okay? Just tell me the truth. Did it happen? And I said, yeah, it happened. And he goes, all right, but specifically, did she suck your dick? And the cop goes, wait, guys, and that's when I remember Jay looking at me and going, Craig, he's going to beat the shit out of you. And I go, he's not. I remember having this conversation where Jay's like, no, dude, look at him. He's going to hit you. And I go, he's not going to hit me.
He's gearing himself up.
He was, he was trying to get gassed up.
And I said, this is what happened.
No pun intended.
And I said, this is what happened. I fucked all 3 of them.
He goes like this.
I came in your wife's mouth.
He goes,
because the cops are all there.
Yeah, the cops are all there. I said, I came in your wife's mouth.
What a mic drop.
And the guy,
thanks, I've been Craig Gass.
And the guy reached out and said, thank you, and shook my hand, and he said, thank you for being honest. And I remember Jay having his hand on my chest and going, what fucking guy, after you told him, I just fucked your wife and came in her mouth, shakes your hand? And I said, I don't know, but this is the coolest night of my life. And I know.
It's like 4 a.m. and we're in a Camden police station.
And we still have to get his baby. We still have to get his baby out of Philly.
I mean, that baby's asleep on the couch.
And I don't remember this.
That baby's a Kodiak bear.
But Jay said, and I don't remember this, but I remember years later going, Jay, I had to tell that story on the air, and Jay was kind of just in his head. he just started shaking his head and he goes, you know what I remember about that night that fucking really pissed me off? He goes, I remember the exit number when you said it on the Jersey Turnpike. Yeah. Exit 9.
Exit 9, New Brunswick, New Jersey.
He said you actually leaned out. The car's quiet. We had the sun's coming up.
Yeah.
And the car's quiet. Yeah. And he goes, you leaned in front to me and Carla and go, those chicks were hot though, right? And I don't remember that.
Jay had the absolute best description of these girls, and it is, they looked like the kind of girls that would fuck Craig in the back of a Hyundai Santa Fe for backstage passes at Camden.
Well, now here's the crazy thing. I avoid Philadelphia for 10 years because of a fear of ever seeing these people again. Yeah. The women or their husbands. And I finally go back. And I agree to do a police benefit for the Philadelphia Police Department. And
did you get booked from that night?
This guy's great.
Here's Kennison.
And it's a WMMR event. And I go and do the morning show, Preston and Steve. And I decide I'm going to tell this story for the first time now in Philly. And I remember shaking as I'm telling the story because I'm afraid. You know, I know that when I do the show, I'm going to be surrounded by cops.
That's the most popular show terrestrial in Philly.
Yeah. And I'm Preston and Steve are massive. And as I'm telling the story and I'm going through it, I see the two guys, Preston and Steve, looking at each other and they're pointing at the call screen. And I'm looking at the call screen and they go, and then I start seeing images popping up of a brunette on the screen, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, is that? And I gotta be honest, she wasn't that bad. I was like, holy shit. That's great. I was like, holy fuck, that's a great.
13 years later, you're like,
divorced it or well.
So so I'm telling the story, I get to the end and I go, and then, one of the husbands was in front and I told him very graphically, I can't say it on the air here, but I said very graphically exactly what happened. And they go, well, Craig, guess who's on the phone? It's the husband that you spoke to out in front of the police station.
Oh!
And you guys don't know this, but they go,
Craig, to answer your question, your jizz tasted salty.
He goes, I was just like wondering why a man would, have 3 or 1, that's a lot.
And they go, what is your name, sir? And he says his name. And they go, and how do you know Craig? He goes, I'm the husband that was in front of the police station. And they go, and what do you want to say to Craig? He goes, I want to thank him for showing me that wife of mine was a whore because I divorced her, and I want to thank you for showing me I needed to get her out of my fucking life. And I go, wow, that's great. And then he went on to say,
now I live under a bridge. I got a bit of a problem with the H, but I'm working it out.
I started banging opiates.
And then he goes, what Craig experienced that night for just an hour in that car was my life every night for years with that woman. So he just got a little taste of my life and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, well, wow, that's great.
So why did he divorce her?
Good for you. And, that night, or the show was, the guy walked up to me. He goes, Craig. He goes, I'm so-and-so, the husband. And I go, oh, hey, what's going on? He goes, hey, man, what's going on, man? Can I get a picture of you? And I go, sure. And he goes, oh, man. He goes, hey. He goes, listen. He goes, I'm having a party tonight. He goes, let me show you some pictures. He goes, these are the girls I'm hanging out with right now. And he showed me all these dirty pictures. And I was like, holy fuck. And he goes, yeah. He goes, if you want to come over, he goes, I'm going to give you the address. And I'm like, I'm not going to this guy's house. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, hey, this is my brother over here. Okay, you want to take a picture with him? I go, yeah, sure. And he goes, hey, you fucked my sister-in-law. Let me get a picture. And I go, all right. I take a picture with him. And then he goes, this is my dad. Can my dad take it? And I go, sure. And he goes, hey, you fucked my daughter-in-law. And I go, hey, I'm taking a picture. I'm like, what the hell's, like, throughout all of this insanity, everything worked out. Yeah. I mean, I ended up doing something terrible.
But he goes, yeah. Why don't you come out to this house party I'm having out in the...
And get naked.
Out in the woods.
He did say. he did say. It's an hour outside of town.
I don't think there'll be any cops there.
Yeah.
He's like, also, if you wouldn't mind, when we get back to the place, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to run out for chips and dip. If you mind, just like keep my wife company for a few. That'd be great.
Yeah.
My new wife, she's not like the other one. You'll see.
I trust you. And by the way, 2 of her friends are in the basement with a pound of yak.
The new wife doesn't like it in the chops. Likes to take it on the face.
Yeah.
So
she's a tits gal.
And listen, when Jay told the story, and rightfully so, he said, the problem with my version of the story is that I sound too heroic. But with everything that happened that night, it's impossible for me to retell a story without going don't you hate it when your pecker hurts from putting it in 3 vaginas? Oh man,
I don't have an argument about that. He goes, when I tell it, he goes, Hey, I'm just going to sound like a hero, man.
I love great because that's what the fuck I am. Yeah.
All my other stories are about how embarrassing I am in front of like everyone. But that story was just the one night.
I wish we had another hour to tell it.
No,
Craig.
I'm already running late spots.
One more thing.
Oh yeah, we got to get out of here.
One more thing. 6 months later, after I was forced to tell the story in the Howard Stern show, I'm at a hotel in Indianapolis, and I see this guy loading up a tour bus, and I go, hey, are you with a band or something? He goes, yeah, I'm with Styx. And I go, you're with Styx? No way. Oh my God, dude, Styx was my first concert, man. I know it's going to sound silly. It was the reason why I wanted to be in the entertainment business. I remember the date, August 22nd of 1983. I saw the Kilroy was here to tour, and that band changed my life. And he goes, really? He goes, you want to say hi to, there's Tommy Shaw and Jay Wine. I go, no way. He walks me over, gives me an introduction. I end up making them laugh. For like I'm getting nervous. There's people that you can meet who are the most famous people in the world right now, and you'd be like, oh, okay, this is, you're the famous guy. But if you meet someone that you grew up admiring, you lose your shit.
Yeah.
And I'm telling them jokes, I'm making them laugh, and Tommy Shaw goes, he goes, hey man, well, we gotta go. I'm gonna look you up. What is your name again? I go, it's Craig. He goes, Craig what? And I go, it's Craig Gass. And he goes, Craig Gass. You're not the guy who fucked those 3 girls in that car. I go, yeah. And he goes, oh my God. He goes, that's the greatest story I've ever heard. I go, are you? He goes, will you come up and tell my band that story? And I go, fuck yeah, I'll tell your band. Can I come with you? And he brings me up to the bus and he goes, hey guys. And they're all packing stuff up. Hey, everybody remember me telling you about a guy from the Howard Stern show who had the story about having sex with the 3 girls? No? Well, this is the guy. And I go, what's up, Styx? Then he goes, I tell him the story. They hated me.
They think you do. She can go either way.
From the beginning of the story, they're like, and then you can't stop. Yeah. You have to get all the way down. I go, and then I said I fucked all 3 of them and I came in your wife's mouth. The bus is silent and the drummer,
the fuck off our bus.
The drummer of Styx goes, man, that is fucked up. And I go, well, Tommy told me to tell you the story, and Tommy goes, hey, we gotta leave, man. You brought me up here to tell the story. And he goes, yeah, but we gotta go.
Hey, you know what?
I offended Styx.
You know what Styx realized before anybody, though? That eventually, cars were gonna turn the fucking robots.
That's exactly
Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto.
Craig Gass is gonna be at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island, June 2nd and 3rd. Go get your tickets. And also the tour dates are gonna be at getgas.com, GETGASS.com. We'll plug all of our other stuff. Mike Vecchione again tonight. Make sure you check that out. Get your Clusterfest badges to come see us there. I'm going to be in Niagara Falls next week with Nick DiPaolo, Thursday, June 1st, and I'll be at the Hollywood Improv Tuesday, June 6th. Dan is going to be at Laugh It Up in Poughkeepsie one night, Saturday, May 27th, and Tacoma Comedy Club, Washington State, Thursday, June 8th through Saturday, June 10th. Get your tickets, dansoder.com. Carla, you want to plug a show you said you're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Comedy Carla?
If you want to come and ask me more questions about the story, I will be at the Space in Westbury on June 14th.
And my apologies to Jay and Carla. I genuinely felt horrible and ashamed when I heard the story being told back by you, because I've been clean now for over 12 years, and to hear
which is fantastic, by the way.
But I called both of you separately when you told the story, and I was like, hey guys, I want to come in and kind of contest some of the details, but I want to apologize.
Also, just so you know, your jizz in my car, resale value through the roof. I believe it was purchased by Tommy Shaw of Styx. We'll catch y'all motherfuckers next week on the Bonfire. Peace.